Hello, and welcome to Swan Pictures. I hope you enjoyed our presentation. I certainly enjoyed making it. Please click the like button. I'm always interested in reading your comments. Sit back and relax. And now for our featured presentation.
There we go. All the crap in the Jeep. Got the fridge. Everything organised. Well, it's I don't know what time in the morning it is, 7 o'clock. Just waiting.
Alright, so this is it, we're going.
Here we go. Who's going to return?
Yeah, it didn't really. And here we are at Riverheads. Just been explaining to Steve about the sand flies. We won't be coming back this way, so you won't get to experience it. And I explained to him it's one of the prettiest places you'll ever see. As you can see, it's like water, 360 degrees, and there is the reason why we're here. So we're going to get on that, and that's going to take us over to Fraser Island. But as far as you can go, as far as you look, all around it, around 60 degrees, is either river, that's the Mary River that we're looking at now, and then we've got, I think it's the Burrum River on the other side, and of course that's Harvey Bay right in front of us, and right up there. So you've got two rivers coming to the bay right here. And, yeah, it's beautiful. So, next thing you know, looks like there's movement in the station. I'll cut it now until when Steve starts driving on.
We're on our way. There's the mainland back there. We're now out in the sea. Village. I don't know whether you can see, but that's Fraser. That's Fraser Island we're coming into now.
Recording, but we couldn't get that. But here we are on Fraser Island. This is the last bit of gravel we'll see. Just as we just got off the bar just a moment ago. So that area there gets a little bit underwater, I'd say at times. Same on the other side, a bit marshy. Yeah, sorry about that, viewers. Don't frighten us too much. I think this is the last bit of road we'll see, and I'll just pause her and we'll flick it back on when we get to the sand. We've hit sand. Steve wants me to be the navigator and the cameraman at the same time, which is going to be difficult. I had to point out to him that he doesn't really want to be doing things like that right yet until at least we're alone, because it'd be very embarrassing if we were to get involved at this early stage in proceedings.
399 kilometres on the clock when we hit the sand. We'll see how many's at the end.
Okay. Yeah, actually the traffic's bunching up a bit here, so we want to be careful we don't ram up the backside of somebody. Yeah, so as I was saying, Steve wants me to navigate, but as I did point out to him, we haven't actually had any opportunities to go left or right. So there's probably not a great deal of navigation to do at this juncture. So our plan at the moment, this is going to be good for our stomach muscles, by the way.
It's a tad fucking bumpy.
So our plan at this juncture is just to keep heading east. To get over the other side of the island. That's when we get to the beach. When we get to the beach, we can go left or right, and then I'll navigate. And I will say left.
And I'll go
but
right.
I shouldn't have let that way. I shouldn't have given that away so early. I'm travelling all right. Thanks for your concern, people that are watching. If someone has had no sleep at all, just want to reiterate my admiration for Deborah, marrying him and apparently sleeping with him. Sleeping being the strange word that doesn't really fit in, but perhaps she might be able to explain herself at some stage. There's a walking track we just went past. Oh, here's a sign. That's right. That's why I remember now why I have to keep filming, because Steve wants to see signs.
So we could have gone turning.
Oh, we could have gone to. Oh shit! You're wrong with where we want to go.
Is it?
Yes.
That's back there, isn't it?
No, it's straight ahead.
No. I want to get out of traffic.
Well, I better pause now, otherwise we might get lost.
Run out of battery.
Yeah, and run out of battery.
Well, here we are. Couple of K's in, and we've already struck our first drama. The roof racks. The U-Butte ones are rooted. We'll have to make on the side of the road repairs before we continue any further.
Well, we're back on the road again. Day 2 of the trek. It's getting quite rough and rugged here. We've had wheels spinning. We've had quite deep drops. And Steve's having a great time driving. And I'm building a 6-pack, just trying to hold my guts together. Now we really don't want to do things like that, because if we do, we're going to end up into a tree. But a little bit of a respite here, only a little bit. That's the end of that respite. But down towards the left, I noticed that it's quite a drop. I don't know if we can see it in the camera. No, doing it. Because if we go down there, we're dead, basically. Because it's a good, looks like about a 40-metre drop. And then it evens out, and now it's like not a drop anymore. Oh, it's just a bit of a plateau before the drop. The drop's still there. It's just a plateau. Right, so yeah, we have trouble with the roof racks. We need to tighten a few nuts here and there, and we realise that we've had too much weight in the wrong spot. Even though we're going straight towards the centre of the island now, our plan is to go all the way to Happy Valley, non-stop, set up the camp, reduce weight, and then start thinking about a plan of exploration. But hopefully we can see on the camera now, it really is quite thickly wooded and quite pretty. Some of those trees are quite large. And we've finally made it to the other side. Just driven through Eurong.
It's only 416 kilometres, so we've done 17 kilometres in an hour.
Yes. And I think that the island's 130 kilometres long. This could be a long holiday. Right. Now, we're approaching the highway. I don't know what this girl's doing, but she's walking on the highway.
How she doesn't know it's a highway is beyond me.
Now, as I say, what you need to do is to realise that that is some of the roughest beach you'll ever see anywhere. You want to stay up on the hard sand. And yeah, I mean, it looks very nice, but I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's just like wrought with rips all up and down it. Probably some of the most dangerous beach anywhere. So this is it. We're on the highway now. It's 80 km/h speed limit, but the problem is you have washouts. You can't see the pricks. If you hit that water, we'll be fucking sorry. Yeah, if you go into a washout before you even know it, and that's when you're in serious trouble. 80 km/h, bam, straight into a 6-foot deep ditch. So from 80 to 0 in a quarter of a
Police
second.
station.
So that's where the police station is up there. Oh, it's closed. Oh, gee, surprising. But this is what the tourists look for. Beautiful big white beach. Actually, it's got a little bit of colour to it. It's a little bit goldeny, a little bit more goldeny than a lot of Queensland beaches are. And yeah, so it's 130 kilometres of this, and we're now looking for Happy Valley. washout. Now we're in soft slidies here. Right before another washout. Happy Valley, that's where we're going. Tight corner.
I'll make the come in.
Planned burns are scheduled in this area April to August. We're out of there. Roads may be temporarily closed. It's September now, so we don't have to worry about that. It's a resort. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen the brochure. Don't know where you go. What was the sign say? General store, ice, fuel, accommodation.
Go to the general store and ask.
Shop toilets.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. There was another sign up there, but I suppose it's a bit late once you've been go there to see the sign. But we'll contemplate this. Okay. Upon reflection, we decided that Happy Valley didn't make us very cheerful. So we thought we'd go on a bit of a boat ride, and then we'd come up the beach a little bit and thought, perhaps not. This is that famous wreck that you always see in the Fraser Island brochures. Speaking of brochures, on the brochure it's got the name of it. It escapes me right currently.
Mahina or something?
Yeah, Molina or something, yeah. Yeah, it's the first shipwreck I've seen where I haven't been underwater myself. Danger, danger. So I put a sign on it so it's safe now. Stopping. We getting out?
You want to get in?
Fair size of a boat. It's, right, that's one end of it down there. The other end, it's a long boat. Now I'll just get video of Steve taking photos. Right, danger. Due to the deteriorating condition of the Mahino shipwreck, access onto or within 3 metres of the wreck is prohibited. Oh, I think I'm within the 3 metre zone. I'm living dangerously. Because Steve goes right up to it. Watch out, it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. Wow, it was wide. This was a ship, wasn't it? A full-on ship. Everywhere you go, there's tourists. Another dangerous island, I've seen that one. Well, it might have been nice, but be a sign that tells us the history of the ship and how it got here, rather than this danger. And that's the Mahino shortbread. We're going to get some happy snaps, I think. And
Here we are. This is Fraser. That's the main highway. That's the ocean there. Now facing south, heading over to west. And here's our little hidey hole. Have a look at this. This is where we're camping this night. There's our fly screen room. You can see the Jeep's hidden in the scrub here. This is our little hidey hole. The sand's pretty soft here. We'll just come and have a look at our little campsite. With my expertise in driving, I've got the Jeep in a lovely little spot here, surrounded by shrubbery. And there's our kitchen room, and now Kev's bedroom as well. Traversing around through the lounge room, coming up the hallway here, through the assorted shrubbery, all sorts of stuff happening here. My bedroom, and gee, what's Kev doing? Having a rest in the shade. We haven't sorted out our kitchen yet. This is our backyard here. And that's where all the dingoes come from. And over in there, that's where the dingoes come from. And all up there. And that's our campsite at this point. Well, here we are. Sitting down, having a beverage. It's now 3:08 p.m. 3:38 p.m. Sorry.
is that the time?
That's the time.
Oh, that's good. That's the only clock we have.
And yes, this is our view from our little bungalow. Have a look. There's the beach. Bloody beautiful. And there's the washing up that Kev couldn't be bothered fucking doing after lunch. Yeah. Slackness.
Is that dingo?
There's dingoes about out there. There's my little bedroom. Well, here we are. Whatever time of the afternoon now. I'm self-recording because, yeah, I'm the star of this attraction. This show. I have a few injuries to report, but you know, there is no care factor here. But we're having a lovely time, relaxing, just relaxed.
Talking to ourselves.
Talking to ourselves. Kev won't talk to me anymore because apparently something happened last night, but yeah, which we explained earlier, I think. But looks like a little bit of inclement weather encroaching upon us. Don't know what we're going to do. I'll be right because I'm in a tent. Kev's in a fly screen enclosure. Cheers. We'll talk to you later. There you go.
Well, apparently I've been given the right of reply to that last little excerpt from Stephen. Of course, I'd like to go on record to say that he's full of shit. I think that's all I need to say at this point.
A little bit of self. Well, I've just been warned by the local dingo tracker that we're in a dingo area here. Now, what you can see here, there's been a couple of dingoes looking a bit hungry apparently. I don't know whether it's coming out, but these are dingo tracks. Our campsite's about 10 metres from here. Now whether you can see these dingo tracks. But yeah, there's, I don't know whether you can see, but yes, there's a couple of dingoes on the prowl, but lucky we're not children. As you can see, there's a shitload of dingo tracks around here. There's some dingo poo Kev's standing in.
I don't think it is, because they must shit a lot. It's everywhere. All over.
Yeah, they do. They shit as they walk.
What, continuously?
Yeah.
Dirty fucker. Well,
so look at Kev. Tell us what you think of dingoes, Kev.
Dingo's got my baby. Look, we've got these tracks here.
This is the area right behind us. It's only a little bit of flat. I know whether it's coming out, but it's a fairly friggin' steep hill. But this is where the dingoes were last seen coming through here and heading in a northerly direction up that way. Yes, we'll keep an eye out tonight. Won't we, Kev?
I think they want our baby.
We have neighbours, see? I think we have neighbours. Maybe they've got a gun. Let's see if we can find a gun.
I got a Bowie knife.
I'm safe, see? I'm in red. They don't like red. Well, here we are. It's day 2 or 3 of our journey. I think Kev's a bit scared. He slept in the car again last night. This time it was dingoes. I just think he's scared of the dark. Well, we'll see what happens today. He's still asleep. Middle of the morning, I don't know what time it actually is, but yeah, he's still having a snooze. So, yes, I'm just having my third coffee for this morning, and we'll see what happens later on in the day. Go and do a bit of adventuring through the centre of the island, I think. Ugly dogly, we'll talk to you later.
Road again. What we've got here is Indian Head. So after another couple of, another 15-20 k's up the beach, heading north, straight, just a straight beach, and then Indian Head. You can see the waves crash against that, those rocks. And then, because there's no line marking or anything, you get some interesting four-wheel drive decisions from people. I don't know if he's waiting for a turn to go in there, or what's he doing? Just parking.
Very fucking...
Oh, these guys here are standing up on the head. There's a track up there. Jeez. I can see what they mean by it's the end of the line, because where everyone seems to be stopped, there's nowhere else to go.
I think I've jumped the queue, Kev.
You reckon that's what it is? I reckon that was a queue.
They're all having a go to get up there, so obviously it's...
Maybe we should just sit here for a while and see what happens. Ah, it's pretty four-wheel drivey.
We'll get there.
Oh,
No,
nah,
he hasn't.
we're not doing that.
He hasn't up there.
He's gone.
No, he's still moving.
Use the zoom if we can find it. I know what you're thinking.
Hey?
I know what you're thinking.
What?
I'm thinking that we're in the ocean right now. That's what I'm thinking. That's probably not a good place to park, Steve. Like in the ocean.
Looks a bit soft and doughy, doesn't it? You gonna give it a go? I'm thinking the same one. I'm just going to say, hey?
We just towed someone out a second ago, so that was the Hilux.
Jesus.
That one's stuck.
He's stuck? I don't think I'm going to worry about it then.
I think he is stuck because he's...
Quite a way up.
Hey?
It must be soft, but quite a way.
Yeah. Yeah, bugger, I don't think I'm going to bother going up there. I don't feel like digging out today. I really just don't feel like digging. And I've got no winch, so I'm buggered.
Yeah. And if you get in, then you got to get out again too, don't you?
No, I think I'll go further down. Well, there's the Jeep down there. That's my Jeep. People milling about it. This is the track I wanted to come on, but yeah, heads up to Waddy Point. And look there, there's a bogged vehicle. He's bellied right out. It's very fucking soft to see in that here. Kev doesn't want to risk it, but I think it'll be fun. See what old Mickey can get up. Buddy. If he seems to be cruising along alright. See how the cruiser goes. And old mate's getting strapped out now. But this bloke in the cruiser seems to be doing alright. Slow and steady seems to be the go. We are in the peak. There's the ocean. And Kevin. This is where we were going to attempt. Kev battling up the hill. There's the Jeep down there.
See any whales yet?
Nah.
You see one yet?
Just about halfway up the top of this fucking great mountain, but I don't know whether we're going to make any more. But yeah, we've seen a splash of a whale apparently, but neither of us know what we're really looking for. Couldn't fucking tell. They're somewhere out in that blue, the deeper blue. You can see, yeah, we found a whale. See him? Yeah, I'm trying to. That's a whale, just out in front here. I'm just trying to find him again. It's a whale anyway, we've been watching him. He's going to breach any second, I think. We've been watching him for a couple of minutes. Just waiting for him to breach again. It's directly in front of us now. Probably, I don't know whether I'm getting this on video. There, we've seen him. It. Bloody big bugger. It'll breach again in a second. It's breaching, but I can't seem to get it on video. heading into the deeper stuff now. Gotta get the bastard preaching. Here we are on the beach.
Seen some whales?
There's Kev about to have his foray onto the sand. Well, I'll video as the progress goes. Here we are, we're just cruising down the highway, which is, as you can see, beach. Just cruising along, singing a song without really singing.
Cruising along, singing a song.
Just gonna zoom in and see how fast Kev's actually going, see? He's doing about 60 k's on the beach. Yes, that's it.
So where are we headed to now, Steve?
Well, we're heading south, going down to somewhere.
It's very interesting.
Down to not Happy Valley, but yeah, well, I'm just going to film this head on we're about to have.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be giving us much room, does he?
No. Yes, there's always an old bearded dude. We pass them all the time along here, and they seem to know everything, these old bearded dudes. That's what I've worked out. I think I'm going to become one of these old bearded dudes. Alright, here we are at a place called the Pinnacles. The sign says there, this is the Pinnacles. You have a look up. Further get all the coloured sand and shit, you know. We're going to go up for a wander up the lookout. Here is really beautiful and yellow, unlike white everywhere else. This is where we're wandering. See up there, but yeah, there's a fair way. Yeah, but this is the Pinnacles. Bit of a rough track. If you look here, the big sign says don't remove the sand. You see where people have been digging in to remove the coloured sands. Well, here we are. We're on a track going through the rainforest, going to Lake Alum. It's been fairly fucking bumpy and hectic driving so far, but yeah, we're getting there.
And the track
It's fucking shocking. This is just sort of what we're got to deal with. And you come around the corner, as you can see, the vehicle does move a little bit, but the old Jeep's holding up.
The roof racks are the problem.
Yes, roof racks just keep letting us down. On this fairly steep incline, very sandy. Oh. But we've got to keep momentum up. Right, well here we are at Lake Alum. After a treacherous drive. Mount Allen, Lake Alum, it's just foresty everywhere. At Lake Alum, a fucking shitload of turtles. See if I can get a picture for you, if you can see them. There's turtles here, plenty of them. They're big basses. They all come over looking for a feed, I'd say. Yes, there's turtles. Gonna jump in and swim with the turtles.
I don't think I'll jump. It's a little bit cold. Not really in the direct sunlight here.
No.
It's very protected all around. I think it's a cold remaining.
This tree, bloody massive. It's all grown in sand. I don't know how it goes. Kev's slowly progressing. He's now sitting on the step near the water's edge. We are at some lookout. I don't know where it is, but we're just about to wander up this track and have a look.
I think we should just look at
There's the ocean. We're on a lookout, and this is a sand dune. Goes for fucking miles. As far as the eye can see.
Imagine a cardboard box on top of that.
We could come down from up here and slide all the way down. Eli Creek, coming out to the ocean. We're just about to have a swim. Go up to this bridge up here. You can see it. We're going to go over there. This is pristine, pure water. Here we are, wandering up Eli Creek. This is the creek. We're on the bridge here at the moment. And it comes down to the ocean. Spectacular, this. That water is just like glass. It's just unbelievable. Just going to go for a wander up here and have a look.
It's been more than 24 hours since Stephen had a shower. We've come all the way to Eli Creek, and he's decided finally, after going to Alum Lake, that he's that desperate to wash himself, he's going to go into Eli Creek. Now, the thing is, we walked across Eli Creek, and that water is like ice.
It's very invigorating.
Yeah, so that's the creek.
It's alright once you're in.
Oh, good boy.
Shallow.
Go for a swim then.
I've got my camera, unfortunately.
Ah, it's okay. Bring your camera up here, and we'll
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right. Found the zoom.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, that's good. Well, obviously.
It's been down the gully, Kev.
Yeah, it wasn't quite that clean on the gully though.
Oi! What's that name, Dix?
Well, I'm still waiting for him to do something entertaining, but besides whacking his head on the one stick, bit of a disappointment. Now,
what we're going to do, and Kev, there's Kevin, mate, we're going to walk the length of the creek down to the ocean. I won't video it all, I'll video bits as we're doing it. And a sign telling us don't go up this dune, it's all collapsing. And here we are, we're still walking along the water. Yep, still walking the creek.
What's your head?
And hitting things and falling deeper into the water as we go. Here we are, that's the walkway up there. Here we are, we're just about at the end of it all. A heap of people down here near the scary bridge. All the trolls sit under here. Back out to civilization. And
the Jeep.
what do we find there? There we go. The Jeep.
What we have here is some very interesting roadkill. I'm just trying to get my shadow out of it. And it, oh no! Oh, that's a bloody jellyfish on the main highway. And look what Steve's done to it. Look, hang on, look out. He's come back to pick me up and he's done it again. There's your evidence. These are the sorts of things that happen on the Fraser Island. Stop it! No! Now he's parked on it! Oh, these are the things that happen on the Fraser Island Highway. Thursday, September 3rd. We were flying all day on the island. I thought I'd take the opportunity to catch up on a few items I wanted to put in the video myself. Last night was a good night. Wednesday, the night before, was a different story. Sleeping in here was the plan for me on Wednesday night. I laid there, quite comfortable, and I could hear the rustling sounds coming from that area right there. The noise was so great I actually thought it was humans coming towards us through the bushland. I thought perhaps it was possibly where the people from next camp, which is quite a fair way up. Not being able to work out why those people would be coming at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I decided to sit up in my bunk and have a little bit of a look. And when I was in that area, there was this sort of little fluffy tail. I thought, oh, that's a dingo. So our pre-organised plan was to stand up, make myself big, and make noise to give them an idea that I was there and for them to leave. And then trotted around this area here, stood there and looked at me, and that's when I realised there was 3 of them. I kept standing there and looking at them. They then tracked down through here and down to the beach, and off they went. Now of course, after that situation and sitting there thinking that perhaps I was going to get mauled to death in my sleep, I slept with one eye open there for a while. Then there's these very, very dark clouds come through the sky, and as they approached I looked up and I thought, oh no, this is no good at all. I'm going to get soaking wet. There's no walls to this tent that I'm sleeping in. So I went and slept in the passenger seat of the vehicle yet again, so hardly had any sleep at all. Last night, Wednesday night, actually that still happened on Tuesday night. Last night was Wednesday night, Thursday this morning, different story. I slept in there, pulled everything out of the 4x4 and slept in there and had the first night's sleep that I've had since we've had this camp trip exploration. And actually the first night, or first morning, that I probably feel fresh enough to do things. Stephen, on the other hand, was doing his usual trick of sleeping, snoring his head off. Although you might notice, after the first night where he snored all night and kept me awake, now he's decided he doesn't need to snore anymore. He's just sitting there sleeping peacefully. Yeah. Set a little latrine, a little setup there, and it's probably a good time for me to finish the filming. I don't know if we can see it, but the reason I just grabbed the camera out is that plane way out there in the distance, looking on the screen, it's just landed on the beach in front of us. And it came down that quick that by the time I grabbed the camera out, it was supposed to be about 300 feet up in the air. And then by the time I pulled the camera out, it had already hit the ground. So see it on the camera, so it just turned up its prop. And I have to go real close to that because the sea's coming in. There's a sea just there, and he hasn't really left us a great deal of room at all to look around him. We've got a tourist bus there from Kingfisher Bay. That's the sort of thing you have to worry about on Fraser Island. Okay, where we are right now is at the Yorong Resort, which is, I think it was built by Sid Melchin, who I believe I've been told sold out finally, because crazy son of a bitch. You got us a couple of houses here, actual resort, and it's about the only place you can buy fuel on the island. And a couple of shops up there. This is one of the major shops right here. So we're just going to stop here and buy a soft drink or something. So we've got everything packed up now, so we've finished being self-sufficient. And we have to go through this way to get to Lake Mackenzie, which will be the next stop. Okay, we've had a change of plans. When we looked at the clock, found out what the time was, we realised by the time we landed Lake Mackenzie, we've got back out again. We're not going to make the last barge from Skip Point. So what we're doing now is taking a leisurely stroll down the island. So we're running the full length of the island now, and we might pop into Dilly on the way. Other than that, we're headed for Skip Point and the barge to Rainbow Beach. Okay, we've made it to Dilly Village. Doesn't appear to be any sounds of gunshots or anything like that, so there's no unrest. There's nothing here really. All it is privately owned University of Sunshine Cove camping area. There's no facilities or shops or anything here, just a few cabins and some parking spots. So just basically filming it so we can remember that it's not really an option for us to be concerned about going to Dilly Village.
That's the village there.
Yeah, it's like tiny little cabins, probably.
There's grass and there's a dingo fence, that's it.
Yeah. But I suppose if you didn't want to bring a tent, might be reasonable accommodation prices perhaps. And that's it. And we're about a K of, this might be our last four-wheel driving, beachy type driving on the island, so just have a bit of a look at it. Steve's fun to kick back and relax as per usual.
Hey!
Got another smoke.
Yeah, I love me smokes.
And let's do that. Definitely to do this, to go another 10 k's or 15 k's to get into Lake Mackenzie, or 10 k's to Lake Boomer, whatever it was. Boomergin. Yeah, for us to do that on a track like this and then have to drive home, it'd be a little bit too much for us. So
we're averaging about 10 kilometres.